Hey guys, I've already been having kind of a bad day already, and this, I know I already made a rant about Butch's streaming service, but, Access, Entertain. So we already managed to reach its goal. Unfortunately. Look, I used to like it, but I think a lot of you don't realize how kind of upsetting this is for me personally, because I used to like Butch Hartman. I really did. He created the Fairly Odd Parents, and that used to be like what my favorite TV show ever. And I I used to have a lot of respect for him. Sure, I acknowledge that he had flaws in some areas, but overall he seemed like a pretty nice dude. But no. No, that's not the case at all. This whole time he's been lying, manipulating, and he's been manipulating his audience to try to get his Kickstarter off the ground. Now most of my sources here are from I have Saul's live stream about Access Entertainment. Right here, his cult. I was in this live stream as well. I don't know. Is that a movie? What?
Receiving my content. Sweet.
Now, this is my main source for the video, and this was my main source, was I of Saul's video on Butch Hartman, and the thing is that this has just been off. He's been manipulating his audience and doing some very, very sketchy things to try to get his Kickstarter off the ground. And it was this live stream that proved to me that Butch is actually a terrible person. And it was at this moment that I lost. I'd like to thank Eye of Saul for doing this live stream, because it really did open my eyes to a lot of the stuff Butch Hartman has done. Where is it?
Have to do with him. It's the fact that he is using this platform that is meant to garner interest in other projects to help the little guy. He is using this platform to get money that he doesn't need, to make a project that he won't tell you about, because you just need to trust him.
Do you guys want to hear, like, just, this is small potatoes, but just listen, if you kind of want to understand, like, the level of, like, just not understanding how any of this works. Okay, one of his pledge rewards, pledge 10,000 US dollars. What do you get for that? Now, to be fair, there's other $10,000 goals that...
Oh, I think here, this was the moment where I basically lost all of my respect for Butch. Because the thing is, ever since this Kickstarter, I've becoming more skeptical, and I've been losing more and more of my respect for Butch. And here's what's about to happen in this part of the video is like the straw. It's basically the straw that broke the camel's back, my breaking point, what made me lose all of my respect for Butch, because throughout this whole thing, I was aware that some sketchy things were going on, and I was slowly losing respect for him. But what I'm about to show you here, this was the ultimate. This is the moment where I lost all my respect for him.
Why? Whenever you put yourself out there to do anything.
I mean,
All right,
Through your microphone?
yeah. It won't lag.
guys, listen to this.
Well, yeah.
I just want people to be able to hear this because it's important.
I went to all that trouble to get the video set up.
Alright, if you can get it to work, then do it.
I hope you guys
we'll
can
try
hear.
one more time with the video, and then if that doesn't work, we'll play it, just the audio.
Sure.
Okay? Okay, alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Figure this out.
And you said you normally write your theme song.
Yeah, okay, it's not gonna work.
Alright, guys.
So fuck that. Sorry, we're gonna fuck that. So instead, we're just gonna do. We are going to do microphone.
Alright, so just
Sorry about that.
Just
Guys.
Saul, just don't say anything because you'll be picked up twice. So hang on one sec, everyone.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a drink of
Okay.
water actually, so you can just.
All right, guys.
Hey,
I'm so
there's
sorry
me.
about
Did
this.
you guys see me on the chat?
You normally write your theme songs.
Someone says, "What do I think of the Axis Family Guy meme?" Oh, I'm not even going to look at it because the question's being asked by Dueling Duelist.
By the way, did you guys see this on Squad here at Army Man TV? It's kind of a weird, but okay.
I'm not even going to look at it, and I don't care. Because you know why? Whenever you put yourself out there to do anything, there's always someone that's going to try and bring you down because they've never done anything on their own. And so if someone wants to do something and they want to ask me questions like that, that's one thing. But if someone doesn't do anything and they want to I don't know, criticize, then I have no time for them. No time for them. So the person that asked that question, whose name will not be mentioned ever.
Except he already said it.
I just want to tell all people like that, as I get back to safety here, that if you guys can't do it yourselves, you shouldn't criticize anybody else. You really shouldn't. Now, another cartoonist wants to have a problem with me or whatever, that's a different story. But at least somebody who's actually done something, I'll talk to or talk about.
Steve, theme song.
Theme song.
You
know what's funny? Wait, I want to say one more thing. You know, as many things that I've done in my life, like being a father, being a husband, being a guy who's in his 50s who's done, or a boss, a guy who's done shows, a guy who's stayed up late at night working really hard, to answer questions from people who've never done anything and then they want to criticize, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. It's like, really? That's your
Does
question?
it make you guys laugh?
So it's quite
No.
amusing, actually.
This is on his live stream.
Yeah, is this funny? Is this funny to you guys?
Hang on, let me get you back off of
Well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the point for me that I just lost all my respect for Butch Hartman, and I saw him as I just lost all my respect for him, because the thing is, it's not even the fact that he can't take criticism. Not being able to take criticism has pretty much become an epidemic at this point. It's not just that. It's the fact that it's the fact that he openly attacks someone on a live stream in front of God knows how many people. The fact that he does that, I don't think you realize how awful that is. Butch, you cannot attack someone on a live stream, especially someone who hasn't done anything wrong. He didn't even criticize. That person didn't even criticize Butch. That person just asked a normal question, and he just openly mocked him on a live stream. Like, Butch, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? And he's like, oh my god, it's so funny. No, it's not funny. It's it's disgusting how you use the, oh, you've never done anything yourself. Oh, so you've never done anything yourself, so you can't criticize me. That's not true. Here's something. Just because someone has not done just because someone has not done anything, you can, just because, like, for example, Butch makes cartoons. Just because I haven't made any cartoons doesn't mean I don't have the right to criticize him. Butch, you cannot take away Butch, you have to realize that people are entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to their opinion, and they are entitled to their right to criticize you. And you cannot take any of that away. And this goes the other way around. Like, how many people who are donating to you, Butch, you think are actual cartoonists? Huh? Like, that argument is just... To be fair, I can see how it kind of makes sense, because it's good to know the process of creating something when you're criticizing it. But still, you cannot... People are entitled to their opinion, and you cannot take that away, but... And he wasn't even stating his opinion. He was just asking him a question. And he goes out of his way to attack someone on a live stream. Like, what is wrong with you, Butch? And this isn't the only thing. This isn't the only thing. And there is much more. Or, like,
I know I'm supposed to be done.
You guys should watch this video. I'm gonna...
So I just created this dope website with Wix. Let me show you how I did it. First up, go to Wix.com. Now
this whole time, he lied about making a Christian streaming service and manipulated his audience into donating. So this is what he did. He didn't tell people that it was a Christian streaming service, and he asked for money for it, and only a day before or the service was canceled, he said, it's just only after he said, I'm creating a Christian streaming service. Like, why did you not say that in the Kickstarter? Now that's a complete scam, because you're basically admitting. The thing is, I know why he didn't say that, because he's trying to indoctrinate. He's trying to, like, like, there's nothing. He's trying to indoctrinate youth. And the thing is, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with, wanting to create a Christian streaming service. I mean, if you want to do that, then whatever. But, problems start to arise when when you try to, when you lie about doing it and ask for money from people, and then when they give it to you, you're like, oh, it's actually a Christian streaming service. He's basically not only manipulating people, but trying to indoctrinate children. That's the big deal with this. Oh God, this is.
I'm just honored to be here, and things you ask for, you pray, and believe you receive them, and you shall have them. Laid my hands on all of the work. The success of this show led to my next show, Danny Phantom, which a few years, little known cartoons, that's been for 17 years. And the reason it has been, I can tell you guys.
I know I'm supposed to be done talking.
Yeah, he completely lied about making a Christian streaming service and manipulated his audience to donating into it. And guess what? It worked. And now it's too late because and now it's been funded. So I hope you guys are happy, donating, giving money to support brainwashing and manipulating people. I hope you guys just look at this. It's too late. It's got its funding, and now Butch. The thing is, he's basically trying to indoctrinate, children with his service.
But before I break everything down point by point, I want to give you the general gist. From the start, Oaxis was meant to be a Christian streaming service to instill Christian values in children. Butch Hartman is trying to indoctrinate your kids. And I'm not mad that he wants to make a Christian streaming service. I don't care. He can do that. What?
Yeah, exactly. You can create a Christian streaming service. And but the thing is, when you try to lie and manipulate people, and you try to, and you try to push your beliefs on people, let alone children, then that's wrong. That is beyond wrong. And another thing is that Butch Hartman, he's now this is to be fair to Butch, these are all rumors, none of this is confirmed, but it seems very, very likely. And the thing is, Butch has had a history of, controversies with the LGBT community, which is basically a community of lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgender people. And the thing is, Butch has kind of come off of the homophobe in the past few years. And the thing is that it seems there's been a lot of. I recommend you guys watch the live stream on I Have Souls channel about Butch Hartman. But basically, there's been a lot of proof to prove that Butch he's a homophobe, and it's just absolutely sickening, the things that he's done. And this is basically my point with this video is that I don't like Butch Hartman.
Papi, mira, cámbiate de ropa y arregla tu cama. ¿Ok?
Yep.
Ok, está bien.
Anyway, so my point is that Butch has basically managed to manipulate his audience into donating to him, and that I'm just sick. I'm sick of Butch Hartman. That's what. I never thought, like, only a few years ago, I thought Butch Hartman was amazing, and never did I think that I even consider the possibility that he would try to manipulate people, and that he would attack people on live streams, that he would and that he would silence LGBT people, or for God knows what, for no reason. Never did I think he'd do that, but look now, he basically lied about having a Christian streaming service, and he basically scammed everyone. In my last video, I didn't say that it was a scam, because I thought he was a good guy. I just thought that he was just really, really ignorant, and he had no idea what he was doing. But no, turns out he purposely, knowingly scammed his entire audience, and it worked. It worked. I don't know. I've just, the past few days, I've had a lot of pent up rage with Butch Hartman, and yeah. I know this rant has been very disorganized, but my point is that Butch, he scammed people. Butch Hartman scammed his entire audience into donating to his Kickstarter by not only manipulating his entire audience into donating, but not disclosing that this whole time it was a Christian streaming service. So yeah. And the thing is, he says, throughout his entire campaign, he says stuff like, "You trusted me with your childhood, why don't you trust me with your future?" And it's like, he's just saying that to manipulate people. And he made a video where he basically acted, it's deleted now because he said he'd delete it in 24 hours when he uploaded it, but there was this video he made where he was like, if you would just see it in your heart, or that I'm doing something good, you guys would donate to me, or some bull crap like that. And the thing is that Butch, this is not like you're not helping like kids in Africa. Like, this is not some noble, This is not a good cause. All this literally is a streaming service, and you're just saying that to manipulate. You're saying that because we just see it in my heart that I'm trying to do something good, then you guys would donate to me. That's just one of the most manipulative things I've ever heard. You literally said,
"Hey guys, Pie Guy Rules here, and
where is it?
Back with the Access Entertainment Kickstarter because we have 11 hours to go, and this is almost over. For sick kids, if this was something that genuinely deserved that."
So if you guys can see it in your heart and just know that what we're doing is something super special, that is manipulative as heck. You guys should really watch the videos by Pie Guy Rules and the live stream by I Have Saul, because they're pretty much that's pretty much where all the evidence against Butch Hartman lot is, and I don't know. I just wanted to make this video to demonstrate how sad I've been in with Butch Hartman, because he was someone I used to look up to and respect, and now that all that respect is gone, and and this is just awful. Now, I have an announcement to make, and next week I'm going to be leaving for a vacation, so I won't be uploading anything for probably the rest of the summer. And I wanted to make one last good YTP before the summer, but I'm sorry I had to end off with this video, because this video was kind of sad, but I mean, I didn't know what else to do, and I just wanted to voice my frustration with this whole situation. Hey, that rhymed, but I just wanted to voice how frustrated I've been with Butch Hartman, that he's been manipulating his audience into supporting his Kickstarter. And it's just sad, really. It's sad. And Butch, if you're watching this, what is wrong with you? There's literally somebody cutting the grass outside. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Wow, did that really have to happen? Okay, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. It's just sad for me. I used to respect Butch. I really did. But this whole situation has made me lose all of my respect for him. So anyway, this is me, Army Man TV, signing out.